So climbing on top of the oil tanker the other day was an act of desperation. It was to try to slow this fossil fuel machine down just for a moment, to create a pause so we can actually think for a moment. Do we want our government to expand oil, coal and gas fields as it has recently announced in its energy strategy? Something that the United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres, who is the world's top diplomat, described expanding fossil fuels at this point in time as moral and economic madness. Yeah. So why is our government doing this? We've seen the war in Ukraine and the cost of living crisis point to a dependence on fossil fuels. They have a stranglehold on our lives right now, and the cost of living crisis has been created by these fossil fuel companies bidding up and creating a panic and making an absolute mint out of the misery of ordinary people right now. The war in Ukraine is funded by fossil fuels. If there's any better time to point to the fact that we need a transition away from a fossil fuel economy, it is right now. The next election in this country is probably at least 2 or 3 years away, and the government's own former chief scientific advisor, Sir David King, has said the decisions made in the next 2 or 3 years will shape our future as a civilization. We cannot wait for them to do the right thing. So I'm asking people to have a think about this question and to think about what we can do, what ordinary people can do. Once people have voted and done the petitions, I actually believe there's nothing left to do apart from peaceful direct action, like what I did the other day. And it takes some bravery, it takes some courage, but I believe it's within the grasp of ordinary people. And I think it's absolutely a responsible, sensible thing for ordinary citizens to do.